Midnight embraced the city, cradling it in a muted symphony of raindrops. Anthony, a solitary figure behind the wheel, navigated the desolate streets as if chasing the elusive echoes of forgotten lives. The city had changed over the years, its pulse now a feeble rhythm of solitude. The gentle rain tapped on his windshield like a melancholic melody, each droplet reflecting the emptiness that hung heavy in the air. Anthony's mind wandered back to the days when the streets were alive with the stories of the lonely, a stumbling figure, abandoned by inebriated friends, or a hitchhiker seeking sanctuary from the night. He meandered through the once familiar lanes, now hauntingly vacant. The city's heartbeat had mellowed, leaving behind a hollow cadence. In his rearview mirror, the glow of distant streetlights painted a watery canvas on the asphalt, a reflection of the loneliness he felt in the solitude of his midnight drive. Memories of the vibrant nightlife flickered in Anthony's mind, an era when the city whispered tales of the solitary wanderers. Back then, the after-parties would spill onto the streets, and the lonely souls, abandoned, intoxicated, or hopeful hitchhikers, would weave their stories into the urban tapestry. As the years unfurled, the city's nocturnal soul seemed to fade. Anthony cruised past dimly lit bars that once spilled laughter into the night. The neon signs flickered like echoes of forgotten merriment, casting a subdued glow on empty sidewalks. The pulse that once resonated with life had dwindled into the quiet hum of solitude. Anthony glanced at the empty bus stops, the once familiar scenes now devoid of the characters that painted the city's canvas. The seats that hosted tales of missed connections and late-night confessions sat in stoic silence. The city's transformation echoed in the hollowness of those spaces where the lonely had once sought refuge. The suburban roads, once lined with the hopeful thumbs of hitchhikers, now stretched barren into the night. Anthony's headlights cut through the rain-soaked darkness, revealing deserted stretches where stories of chance encounters had once unfolded. The highways, too, bore witness to the evolution of solitude, with empty shoulders that once cradled the hopes of those yearning for a lift. Hours slipped away, and Anthony's search for connection yielded only the soft patter of rain on his windshield. The city streets remained unresponsive, offering no solace to the solitary voyager seeking a glimpse of the forgotten tales that once adorned the night. As dawn approached, Anthony steered his way back home, the echo of his tires against the wet asphalt the only soundtrack to his solitude. The city had withheld its stories, leaving him to navigate the quiet streets without the company of the lonely souls who once found solace in the night. In the cocoon of his car, Anthony pondered the changing landscape of the city he once knew. The rain had ceased, leaving behind a glistening cityscape that mirrored the tears of the night. He longed for the days when the streets whispered secrets, and every turn held the promise of connection. As he parked his car in the silent embrace of his driveway, Anthony reflected on the cyclical nature of solitude. Tonight's journey had been unfruitful, but the city, with its ever-changing heartbeat, held the potential for stories yet untold. He would wait for another night, another drive, in the hope that the rain-soaked streets would once again yield the forgotten tales of the lonely. Until then, he remained a solitary passenger in the quiet theater of the city, patiently awaiting the next act in the unfolding drama of the night. Anthony thought humbly to himself, perhaps another night soon will allow him to find his next kill.